live stream. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hey. So we're live on YouTube. Hey, how you doing? How's everybody doing? We're live on Twitter and demand right now. We're getting our chat pulled up so I can see what you lovely people are talking about today. Shout out to Bigo Live. Bigo is hanging out with us today, so shout out to Bigo Live. I have the chat pulled up as well. Hey, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Hi. I don't know if I have the chat replay. But anyway, today is Make It Work Wednesday, and we're going to make it work. We're selling online and applying strategies. Alright, enough of the theme music. I know y'all are going to hear my massager in the background, so I'm just going to turn it off. Alright? Today's Make It Work Wednesday. The theme is selling online and applying strategies. I am going to help your audience execute their ideas into becoming income, right? How to sell products online, digital or physical, where to sell. I use PayHip, so I'll probably use PayHip as an outline today. But of course, you can use Etsy, you can use Shopify, any type of social media to sell your products. And I feel like I should do a dedicated video on how to use social media. If you're like new and just starting out and you don't want to use a website, or you want to use your own website, you don't want to use PayHip, Etsy, Shopify, you just want people to go to your website and get your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that would be a little bit easier. Now that's the media source, but I want to change the media source for the vertical people. All right, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. It swears up and down. Media source, media source. I don't want to do media source. I want to do like a window capture is what I want to do. I don't know which window capture. Okay, there we go. I think we got it. Not that vertical is really going to give me anything amazing, but, you know. Is that good? You know, that's what I'm more concerned about. I'm not really concerned about the other one. All right, let's just leave it there because I want you guys to follow along, you know, with what I've got going on. So, we're going to be going over a little bit of a sales script, pitch strategy, sales psychology, hands-on demonstrations, and live tutorials. Recurring segments will be the sales script lab, create test lab scripts. We're going to pitch perfect breakdown of goods versus bad pitches. Make it work missions, a weekly challenge for viewers to take action, and product tie-ins, which will come from my store. And that will teach you how to tie your products in as well. So, you know what we say, if it don't sell, if it don't serve. So let's make it work. All right, let's get out of this one. And we're going to go to today's lesson plan, right? So today is how to sell digital products online and make it work. So the purpose is to turn a simple idea into an actual online sale before the stream ends. So before this stream ends today, you should understand how to sell a product, how to make a product, how to sell a product. Okay. So the first thing I'm supposed to do, and we're following AI, right? So if AI were the teacher and I were the sub student and you are the actual student, AI is telling me to show them how to set up a product. Okay, I can do that because I have PayHip. So these are the steps. And you guys have seen me work with PayHip before. If you have not, go back to the other live streams. But right now, and I also want to pull up my YouTube chat over on my other computer real quick, just so I don't miss any of you guys talking, because y'all know I will. I'll get engrossed in the lesson and just forget. It's ridiculous. So let me go into the studio, which is the easiest way. I have found out that going into the studio on my second computer is the easiest way for me to see the chat, because if I look for myself, it's like a needle in a haystack. Like, it's ridiculous. So let me go into my live streams, and I see Make It Work Wednesday, and it says view it in the virtual room. So that is how I do it. Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm glad to see you. Hi, sister. How are you? How are you, sister? Hello. Hello, sister. There we go. All right. So you go to payhip.com, right? And like I said, you guys have seen me work in PayHip before. If you've never seen my PayHip store, let me see if this is going to pull up. Does it pull up for you guys? This is my PayHip store. And this is what you're seeing is the back office of my PayHip store. These are my products. I have a lot. I have a Become an Affiliate Today draft that I haven't set up 100%. And you can see my analytics over here. My views sometimes are sky high. Most of the time, my views get sky high around payday. And I have got a student and 2 customers, and then I actually have my first affiliate. So I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping I get way more affiliates because I'm horrible at sales. So these classes are important for me too, because I suck when it comes to selling, right? So here we have got, you go to PayUp in the site, and then you click add a product, and then you upload your digital product. If you don't have a digital product, let's say you want to be an affiliate, right? And all that stuff. You don't have any digital products and you're not interested. Okay? You are not interested. Well, there are people like me who are looking for affiliate. Hey guys, I'm Emma. Let's say hi. I always forget to do this. This is one of the most important things to do when you go live, is to share your live stream out. If you don't, people will probably miss your live streams. Okay. Yeah, people will probably miss your live streams. My sister says she's here. I had to notify my other sisters. We have a support system, our soul sister support system. So, all right, I've got all my chats up. Bigo, you guys are up. Shout out to the 64 in the classroom. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody over in YouTube. Appreciate you guys so much. So let's get back to class. So you want to click add product and then add your digital product. And again, if you are not interested in having any digital products of your own, don't worry about this, because you can be an affiliate, or if you have physical products, this works just as well. I choose this because Are you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I know how you feel. I just got out of physical therapy and it's 2:54 p.m. my time. So I was like, let me go live and get this done because if I wait till about 4, the pain really starts to set in. It gets way worse. So I was like, let me go ahead because I don't want to fall off. I've missed a few days and I don't want to fall off. So you lay down. I completely understand. Get you one of the massagers. I'm going to upload that video tonight so you guys can order. I don't make any commission or anything off of it. But since I've been dealing with the sciatic nerve issue and fibromyalgia combined, and I also have migraine clusters. These little massagers that I have around here work wonders. I have got, where's my TENS machine? Here it is. I have this TENS. This TENS machine right here is amazing. I got it from Walgreens. If you guys don't know about these and you have cluster migraines or if you have back pain or sciatic nerve problems, what's that, the thing they get in their shoulder, and you can like wrap this. Now this is a back pad right here, but I use it on my leg. And I think these are probably as big as they come. And this thing snaps right on. It takes AAA batteries. But this thing has really saved my life throughout the sciatic nerve thing. But it works so good if you put it like on the back of your neck and shoulder for like your headaches and stuff like that. Walgreens. And I think it's like 25 or $30. And the pads are anywhere from like $11 to $15 to replace. So good. So good. Anyway, that's just my little commercial break. Number 3, upload your file. It could be a PDF, right? It could be a video. It could be an ebook, or it could be a template. Now, for Mrs. Newton's in the audience, she is a business owner. So she could literally upload any of these things. And let me tell you something. PayHip will allow you to upload stuff and offer them for free. So say for instance, I think you guys have an insurance company, right? If you wanted to upload a video offering some sort of special or to tell about the different, insurance plans that you have, it would be great to use PayHip and upload a video or an audio or whatever, or a voiceover about all of the plans, whatever, and put that URL into your website or whatever, or you could put the URL into your social media and all that kind of stuff, and totally skip having to build a website. Also, there's LinkedIn. You could take that URL and put it to your Linktree. Linktree looks like this. This is my Linktree. I know I have a lot of links. Don't judge me. I have a lot going on right now, but we're narrowing things down. We're doing good. So I'm never going to get rid of my Amazon wish list because I always need stuff. My on-demand YouTube, which you're watching right now, I have merch. I have a Pop Shop Live where I will be selling because I definitely need help with selling my products. So I've been doing some research on different platforms where people sell things. That means that there are a lot of shoppers there because mainstream social media is not doing it for me. And so I just choose to spend my time wisely. And as you can see, I was just joking. I don't have a lot of links. There's my, Discord or whatever, but my YouTube's in a couple of places where I'm about to learn about the Pop Shop Live. And you can leave me a testimonial. You can request a video if you want. And my PayPal. The Linktree is always going to be down there. Everybody knows this is Linktree, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I've been diligently searching for places and areas and applications where I can actually sell, right? instead of mainstream because it's just not working. And Pop Shop Live, popshop.live is what it is. We'll give you a URL, popshop.live, and you can sell your products right there on their site. And there's a couple of other ones. So when Tech Tuesday comes around, I'll probably talk about those, right? So you can put the URL that comes from your PayHip, any one of your products, even if you only have one. I started off with one product, and I had to build up to make all of these, right? And so all of these have its own URL, or your one store over here has the URL. You can put the whole URL into your link tree, whichever you prefer. If you are featuring one product, put that product URL in there and push it. Your link tree is one of those, link things where you can say link in bio, and you can show all of your social media and then show the product. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it look a little bit better. After that, add your title that clearly says what it is and who it's for. And that's super important. So when I go back over here to my PayHip, and let's say I am selling the makeup package, getting ready for your glow up. This is a session, right? Ready to finally learn how to do your own makeup. I tell you who this is for. This is for people who are looking for proper skin prep and foundation magic, blending eyeshadow and understanding your eye shape, highlighting, contouring, and enhancing your natural features, and so on and so forth. So I don't leave you guessing to what's in this one-on-one session, but I definitely want you to understand what's included, because if this is not for you, I don't want you to waste your time. That way, if somebody says, oh, well, she didn't even show me this, that, and the other, it wasn't included in the package. What's included is right here. That lets you know who this is for. Okay? So those are some of the things. And then, of course, you want to put your price in. What's the investment in this? Because confidence looks good on you. It does that little thing. And then before your session, if you have anything to tell me about your skin, like you have acne, or, you have, burn, what do you call them? Chemical burns. Anything that I need to know about your skin, or about your skills, whether you have no skills at all, whether you're, past 50, past 60, and you want to learn makeup. That to me tells me that you have mature skin. So these are very important points that the seller would need to know, or in this case, the teacher, the professor would need to know, right? So that lets you know that there are different things. And when you're using PayHip or just about any, platform, it's going to give you options like this. It's going to give you the digital product. It's going to give you the course. It's going to give you the membership. It's going to give you the physical product in case you are selling, phone cases or, whatever, and you have inventory somewhere. You can sell those physical products. The coaching services, right? And the bundles, where you can bundle several products up together and get them for one low price. So there's 6 different options that PayHip gives you. And that's about the norm for, any of these platforms, right? So after that, after you add your title and you add your description, number 5 says that you write a short description using this formula. The problem plus the solution plus the result. And pretend like this is the thing. You're tired of not knowing what to post. This planner helps you plan 30 days of content that attracts new customers and keeps your brand consistent. It's a planner, but it has a specific function. right? So you add your price. It can be anywhere from $7 to $27 for easy sales. That's what AI would suggest. You can do your own pricing, but AI suggests anywhere from $7 to $27, right? And then number 7, you hit publish, and that's it. That gives you your link to go and start selling. And you can post that link anywhere. Like I said, you can put it in your link tree. If you have a LinkedIn, you can go right over there. You can use the same description and just, go bananas with that link. Put it everywhere. All right. And it tells me to show your students how to copy the product link and paste it in their Instagram bio, YouTube description, link tree. Instagram is a little different. You have to put the link in your bio unless say for instance, if you put the link in the write-up that you're doing for Instagram, if I'm on my computer, I can copy and paste it, but I don't think that's possible on my phone. And I don't know how many people actually look at Instagram on their laptop. Not many. Not many. So, make it easy for your potential client and go ahead and put that link in the bio. That's why I said if you have more than one link, like you have a YouTube channel and you have a link to your, store or your website or whatever, a link like this, like the link tree, would probably serve you better, right? After you do that, you move on to module number 2. Teach how to sell using a script. So now we get into the fun part, right? You've already made your product. You've already put it in the store. You've got your link, and people that you share that link with can go and look at your product. Well, let's do a plug and play sales script that you can fill in, right? And if you want one of these, email me and I'll send it to you. If you are struggling with whatever, I've created a product to help you get good results. And see how it has like a little blank, in every place. So what it's saying is if you're struggling with dandruff, it could be anything, right? I'm just using dandruff as a sample. I created a shampoo to help you eliminate this problem. Little by little, the more you use the shampoo, the more the dandruff will go away, right? You can grab it right now at this link, the link you just made in your store, right? Don't wait. This is how you make your ideas pay off. Okay, so it's just a little script. It's like an elevator pitch, right? If you've got digital products sitting on your laptop, I created the Money Moves Guide to show you how to turn them into real income. So grab it right now on PayHip. Let's make it work. You want a copy of Money Moves? I have a copy of Money Moves, and it's probably the first book I put out on PayHip. A Beginner's Guide to YouTube was my first book. And then Money Moves. 293 views. So I'm going to put the link here in my Discord. So if you guys are in the Discord, you can go to chat and I'm going to say hi teacups. While I am teaching. Oh dear. What was that about? Stop it. That was crazy work. Why did you pull that up? And now my Discord is stuck. So my Discord doesn't want me to work. It's fine. See, that's why I need to be using Ninja. I need to be using Ninja because I can type right in Ninja and don't have to worry about this foolishness. Don't have to worry about this foolishness. Anyway, this is Money Moves. If you're in YouTube, you got the link, Money Moves. It's only $7. And it's packed full of information, right? And my Discord is completely stuck, so I'm just going to get rid of it and go back to my script, all right? So we've gone over scripts that you can use. If you've got digital products sitting on your laptop, I created, ta-da, right? It's a guide to show you how to, turn this, that, and the other into real income. Grab it right now on PayHip or Etsy or, whatever you've got going on, right? If you've got digital products sitting on your laptop, and it goes into another spiel, right? Why the scripts work. It defines a pain point, right? What is wrong, right? It gives you a solution. I just created this for you, and it works, great. The reason it works great is because A, B, and C. And it ends with a call to action, a very confident call to action. How many would you like? That's what salespeople normally do. Salespeople normally say, they never say, well, do you want to get this today? They say, what card are you going to be using today? Because they know. See, that's my problem. That's my issue. Wait, I didn't tell you I was going to be using any card. What are you saying? And how many of these would you be getting today? Not one. Like, what are you? Like, I'm a hard nut to crack. Listen, demonstrate, pitch, perfect. So here's 2 examples. A bad pitch would be, hey y'all, I got a new ebook. Come check it out. That's a bad pitch. Unless these are your friends that ride or die for you, they're not, right? But a good pitch would be like, have you ever felt like your online store just isn't selling the way it should? We've got a full step-by-step guide that walks you through fixing that. It's up right now on PayHip, right? So the teaching moment from that is to pause and explain with tone and energy and confidence how people can buy from people they believe, okay? I believe in what you're selling because you're excited about what you're selling. And if you're excited about that product, then I feel like, I start getting excited, even though I haven't used it yet, I'm excited about it because you're excited. I might be excited, because you're running. Either way, if you're getting excited, I'm probably going to catch that feeling. I'm going to catch that moment, right? So number 4, make it work mission. I'm supposed to challenge my viewers to upload 1 digital product by the end of today. Let's say by the end of the week, right? And tell them to tag Make It Work Wednesday when they do. So if you upload your digital product today, or if you upload it this week, by next Wednesday, I'll see how many tags I have. Hashtag Make It Work Wednesday. Let's see how many, students we have that are actually taking the leap of faith to do that. So, yeah. So I hope this was a good learning experience for you guys, because I definitely want you guys to take advantage of things like PayHip. We're going to talk about podcasting, going live to sell your products and all that kind of stuff. I really want you guys to get used to the different apps and websites that there are out there, so that you can begin to speak freely about your products and not just someone else's. And even if you're an affiliate and you're speaking to the public about that product. I want you to be able to believe in that product, right? Because you've used that product and you know about that product and that product really worked for you. So let me share it with somebody else type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe that, I'm trying to get you to understand. I want you to succeed. I want you to be successful, and I want you to work smart, you know. So that's what this channel is all about. It's not just about how does she get 15,000 subscribers. No, I'm starting on a new chapter in my life. I have a digital store that is completely different from talking about true crime. We have moved on, but I do have a book that tells you how I started gaining success on the internet with talking about true crime as a niche. Okay. And if you want to get that book, that one is not Money Moves. It's the first one I created. It's called A Beginner's Guide to YouTube, and how I mastered, the art of, blowing up. If you want to do it again, you have to, whatever you did, you have to recreate that. Even if you're using another product, you have to recreate that. So, my first one was true crime on a certain person. So if I want to catch another case, I would have to be, diligently searching for the next big thing. Who is everybody talking about? And, are they, going to get a prison sentence and yada, yada, yada. And, if you want to keep on that road, that's fine. But if you want to change your content, that's fine as well. But you have to own that content. You have to, I wouldn't be able to tell you guys how to sell digital products if I didn't build my own store with my bare hands from scratch. I wouldn't be able to tell you the journey, right? Because I wouldn't have any knowledge of it. So that's one of the things, is you have to own whatever it is you're doing, whatever your niche is, whatever you're selling. So have I had any clients? Yes. Have I ever made money online selling products or selling classes or being an influencer? Yes. Have I ever got any sponsorships? Yes. And if you want to know how I did all that, Success with YouTube is where it's at, and it's only $10. So come and visit my web store and get it, because I tell you all of the stuff. It says tips straight from the crazy mastermind of 20 Yvette, written by 20 Yvette. Easy peasy, I don't make it difficult. And this isn't a doc. This isn't a doc file. I feel like you can read it in Word or whatever. If you guys, I haven't had any complaints thus far, but if you ever download one of my files, one of my books, and it doesn't open on your device, just email me. All of my contact information is right there. Just hit me up. Or you can go to my website, but just hit me up. If you have my link tree, just hit me up. I always answer back. So it's not like, I won't answer you back. But if you use the link that I put in the chat, if you click this, it'll let you roam around the store. And there at the bottom, you'll see Making Money Giving Advice. And it's a course. And the book, Success with YouTube. So it lets you roam around the store. But this is just the link to that one book. But if you scroll down, it'll let you roam around. And you can even write a review. If you've already got the book, or if you've taken a course, you can, do the review. So on my pay hip, it says refer a friend and get 25% off. They'll also get 25% off. And that's on everything in the store. So if you do purchase Money Moves, or if you purchase Make Money Giving Advice, or if you purchase Success with YouTube, you'll get 25% off. And if you refer your friend, they'll get 25% off as well. All right. So there you have it. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish the next product I have in the store. As you can see, it's a doozy. I mean, this thing went on for days. And I thought it was going to be so easy because I do speak in public. And yeah, that's what this is all about, understanding platforms and using your voice as a career. And wow, this is a lot. Lesson number 5 literally made me pull my hair out because I could not get it together. And as you can see, I went over lesson 5 several times. I really was upset about the whole thing, but I made it through, and I don't even understand why. But I didn't do tips for choosing the right platforms. I didn't do digital delivery and file sharing. I don't think I put that in there with number 5, live streaming, because it just made me pull my hair out. And I didn't ask, for a number 7 anyway. I thought it was going to have 5, and I ended up with 6 because I really did wanted to give a bonus in this course. And I don't know if it's going to be a book or if it's going to be a course. There's a lot of information in my next products. It's a lot. It really is. It really is. And I don't know if I'm going to make it a course. Just make it a book. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm not sure. I probably will ask my mod squad in the Discord. Lesson, voice, speaking, and storytelling. A full guide from Twana's workshop. Definitely not from Twana on demand. Definitely. Yeah, it's funny. They just say what they want to say. But the lesson is designed to help learners understand the different ways to use their voice for ministry, professional work, motivational speaking, inspirational speaking, and storytelling, even voiceovers and stuff like that. We got into all of the things. So everything is included from live speaking to professional voice careers. Yeah. So learners get the full picture step by step. So I gather a ton of information on how you can use your voice to earn a living. I did background singing. I did studio singing where I sang background for people. I did voiceovers for people. Whatever they needed. I was always in the studio. I sang for Quad Cities Mass Choir. I sang for Muscle Shoals Gospel Chorale. Now I've done a lot. A gospel chorale is very different from a whole big old choir, may I add, but it was fun, nevertheless. Shout out to Eugene Edwards and the late great mastermind behind Quad Cities Mascot, Dwight Winston. I miss Dwight so much, but this kind of was inspired because I was like, people don't understand. You were born with something that you could put behind a cartoon. You could put behind reading a book. You could do ASMR or storytelling all over the internet. Long gone are the days when you need a book deal or you need to sign with an agency that will put you out there. There are agencies, like the Ray Agency, for example, who help you mind your craft. We don't just help get you out there, but we help you be the best use of people want. Because that's the whole thing. Let me just be real with you guys. Yes, marketing strategies are important, but if your product sucks and you don't put the heart and soul into that product to make it great, nobody's going to want it. And the people who do get it are probably going to be disappointed. And you don't want to leave anybody lackluster feeling like, well, I bought it, but I know there's something better out there. You know what I'm saying? That comes with your music. Anytime you use your voice, anytime you use your hands, like painting or sculpting, you always want to do your best. And I feel like, there's some subpar products out there, but there are some products that are, you go to like, some stores and stuff is just like trash. And you're like, I have a glue gun at home. I could have made that, but the product is in the store. It's because of that marketing and because they have a great sales team and because somebody closed that deal and they were energetic and they were positive and, my goodness, it's just, whatever marketing strategy they put together, whatever that sales pitch was, it was like, okay, let me go ahead and buy 100 of those and, put it in my dollar store or something like that. But the truth is, you probably could have made something way better and probably will buy that product out of the dollar store, take it home this holiday season and turn it into something magnificent. Regardless, the store is happy to make that sale because they're hoping to make a profit, if nothing else, to break even, right? So there are a lot of people out there who have stuff to sell because people are getting into owning their own businesses, and digital businesses just, they've been out there, but this year in 2025, they really have taken, a dive up. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to those that took a leap of faith and said, I want a digital product. I'm going to make a digital store. And that one product led to 5, 10, 15, 20 products. Shout out to you for that because it's not easy. What made me go there? I don't know, but it's definitely not easy. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much. Come to the store, hang out. I've got some amazing products in here. I've got some planners. I have some books that I've written that I think you would be, amazed with. And really the prices are fair. I'll probably leave the prices pretty low because, the holiday season is coming up. Probably will leave them, at 25% off and stuff like that. But yeah, you can pretty much tell which products, are popping. You know what I mean? Money Moves is definitely popping. My YouTube book is definitely popping. I wrote another one, the YouTube Formula, and it's $15 instead of $10. There's a reason for that. When you see the YouTube Formula, you're gonna gasp. You're gonna be like, "What?" Now I understand. Yeah. There's a life coaching course in here. There's a lot of planners and agendas in here. And I wanted to put those in there because a lot of people have issues with time management. And that's really important. If you own a business at home, you need to know how to manage your daily life and your business. And one of the things that I made for a friend of mine is Grace for Grief. It's a healing kit. And I thought of all the things that could make, what would go in a healing kit? There's a 31-day devotional. There's a guided journal. There's a 31-day emotional healing, a card for each day. There's an affirmation booklet. There's a healing guide. This entire thing was done in like 2 months. And I did it in PDF because I wanted it to be easy to download. And I gave it to her first. I don't know what she used it. I don't know. I didn't even ask if she was going to use it. I just said she had a traumatic loss. And Grace for Grief is just one of those things that I think, wow, just making it, I was like it's just, and that's one of the things when you feel a ways about the products that you're making, that you're putting your heart and soul in there. If it tugs at your heart, if it makes you happy, if you get excited when you're making your products, yeah, you're putting your heart and soul in there. The daily planner was super fun to make. It's only $2, but it was fun. I wrote a book based on strictly evidence research collaborations, and it's called Understanding Homosexuality in the Bible. And everything that's in here, of course, is backed up with the Bible, just to understand from a Christianity mindset, because a lot of people don't sit and understand. When you start talking to someone who may be going through an identity crisis, or may be thinking that, I'm gay. Sometimes, if you are a woman or a man of some type of faith, the other person, the person that you're speaking to, may get defensive. And if you sit down and you read some things, sometimes you'll understand. But it's not me. I'm just the messenger. I'm not telling you, that you're right or wrong. I'm just telling you, what the Bible says. This particular book is telling you what the world has said. And it also has scientific facts in there. And then it's telling you what thus says the Lord. It's not to get you, to cross and go, oh my God, I've been living so bad, and I'm not a Christian and blah, blah. No, I'm just giving you a look into, each person's mind. This is the way so and so was thinking. This is the way I was thinking. This is the way such and such was thinking. And then this is what the Bible says. And then you come up with your own conclusion. You may feel the same way. You may feel different. This is a book to where you can actually take it and talk about it in a group setting. You guys can talk and ideas may come to mind. You may want to build a support group around this. You may want to build some sort of Bible study around it to where you can understand things better. I mean, it may be a topic of discussion on a podcast or something. I don't know. But this particular book, I was inspired to make this, and I spoke on this topic a time or two before. I don't know why I was compelled to, but when I wrote the book, I was just out of frustration. I wish people would listen to each other. I wish people would just be quiet and stop fussing about this and just listen for 1 minute. And so that's what this book is. It's just like sit down and read the book, listen, and then, because a lot of times when we talk, like this person is talking, and then that person is like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. They were just waiting to jump in. They were waiting to respond. They don't care what you were saying. They heard one little thing that ticked them off or triggered them, and then all of a sudden, now they have to, talk about it. And it's like, they have to say something and, interject. They have to, say something because you pissed them off, so now they want to piss you off type of thing. And it's like, that's not what this is. We were having a discussion. We're having a conversation, about this topic. And so this is one of those books that there's nobody to fuss with in the room, right? It's just you and the book. So if you want to fuss with somebody when you're reading this book, you have to fuss with the person who said such and such, whether it's the Bible or whether it's who said such and such in this research or whatever it is. You have to fuss with that person. So that's what that is. But yeah, this is just, to give a clear understanding. And then Faith Over Fear is a story that I read aloud here on the channel. But if you wanted to purchase that story, and I'll probably do that sometimes on my other channel, just sit and read or have a story time and read a book and then put it in the bookstore. You may want to print it and give it as a gift to somebody. Faith Fuel is probably one of the best books I've ever written. I love this. I love this. Faith Fuel, just when you read this book, you're going to be like, wow. And I don't write books like that often. I really don't. If you want to partner with the ministry, you can. If you want to become a mentee, I have a mentorship that I teach a lot of YouTube, but I do teach some social media and how to get yourself on track. That's with the agency, and I have to update these, what do you call them, the logos. I think I need to update those because this one um should really say 20 Vet Ministries, I think, instead of EVM, Extreme Virtual Ministries. I kind of feel like, I don't know, I have to think about it. Anyway, the Salvation Seekers course, I Want to Be Saved, is completely free. This is what it looks like when you don't put a price on something, and you go ahead and just choose the pricing plan. This one says it's a gift. It's just a gift. You can do the whole course, but you have to do it in order, right? You can do the whole course step by step and take the little test, at the end, when it says congratulations. But see how it won't let you go to anything else unless you've done the one before it. So it's really nice, and it's only 8 steps, and I like it. So if you've ever wanted to, consider Christ, consider Christianity as a lifestyle, then take the course. I mean, even if you start taking it and you don't like it, all you have to do is just not take it. It's free. Don't worry about it. But you can offer this. You can take the link and literally offer this as a gift to someone and say, "Hey, why don't you sit down and read this? Take this course. It's just a little step by step to teach you about Jesus, who He is, what He did, and if you want Him to be a part of your life. Period." So this has been a real blessing because I can take this link and I can share it with anybody who has questions about Christianity. If they just really have to sit down and talk to me, that's totally fine. But I'm like, I want you to look at this, take the course. And if you have some questions that I didn't answer in this course, email me, or text me, or something, and we can talk. But I just want you to look at, because for me, people like to argue. This keeps the arguing down. It keeps the back and forth down. I don't want to argue about any of the things. You know what I mean? I just want you to take the information into consideration and just let it be that. Let it marinate. And then come holler at your girl, right? So, because I've had people say, "Yeah, I was going to, talk to you about this, that." And then after you didn't get in touch with me immediately. It was like the next day. I had time to think about it. And this is what I came up with. And so, yeah, and some people, will still be mad about it. But, I tell people all the time, regardless of what's in the book or what's on the course or what was written, you have your own mind. There's no reason for you to get upset about something you read or something you saw in a video or anything like that. The biggest thing is to learn from it, whether you're learning that I want to stay the same or I want to be different or I learned something from this. The biggest thing is to learn from it, right? And I just thought of something. The how to apply makeup step by step. I went to, let me look, my content. I have in my content, of course, Makeup Master series, and I was thinking about putting this 6-step series into the makeup step by step. So I think I'm going to do that tonight since I have everything pulled up anyway. I think I'm going to do that. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I appreciate y'all so much. Ebony, feel better. Give the babies hugs and kisses. Tell the hubby I said hello. All right. You guys be safe. All right. Make good choices. I love you guys so much. And I will talk to you in the next one.